Stay black in America, don't leave, don't go anywhere. Greatest country in the world for a black man or a black woman. I'm going to try to tackle this theory called the Oofus Doofus theory. Now, this theory is supposed to mean that women, beautiful women, or attractive women are starting to choose a lesser partner to couple up with. Okay? So what I did, I broke down the words. I took the Oofus and got a definition. The definition for that, it says dated, informal, rich or wealthy. Doofus is foolish or incompetent. Now the slang for this thing is a stupid, incompetent, or foolish person. That's the slang for it. Okay. So this so-called theory is out there, this Oofus Doofus theory. What do I think about this? If I want to break it down, what do I actually think about this particular theory? Some say the Oofus Doofus is just a normal person. Normal. They don't take the adjectives and the other, the negative adjectives. They just say normal person. Oofus Doofus. Okay. That's what I feel about it. I feel that if you signal out couples and you see two people walking together and you see a attractive woman with a not so attractive man, or an attractive man with a not so attractive female, you just see there's two people together in a couple. You don't know which one is higher earning, which one thinks they're better than the other one. You just see a couple. So I would think that human beings, females, males, human beings, would be of a higher level of understanding and knowledge and wouldn't be just a primal or a mammal on top of the mammal thing, like gorillas or monkeys or chimpanzees. Seems like you have a higher intelligence, which means that do you want to be alone most of your life, or do you want to be coupled up with somebody? Do you want to have someone love you or not love you? Do you want to choose a man from hypergamy, which means that you want someone either making the same thing you make or making more? Because what if his gaining, his earning power is more important to you than anything else? Well, that can't really be true because millionaire wives cheat on their husbands at an unbelievable rate. So that throws that out the door. I would say that you have some situations where you have females that are dating or going with guys in prison. Even in some cases having relationships or getting married in prison and having sex, having children. You have some women that have fan clubs to murderers, guys who kill people, and they somehow fall in love with them. So this is kind of a twisted kind of thing. Again, it's another example of what someone likes to label or put somebody in a category, Oofus Doofus theory. I would think that you're a female and you outnumber males and you can't find hypergamy. You can't find that male that's so much outproducing you, so much achieving more money than you. It seems like you would think to yourself, do I want to be single most of my life? Or am I going to select somebody to share my life with, share my wealth with, share my time with, share my experience with, love and cherish? The Bible tells us that two are better than one. If two are walking together and one falls in a ditch, the other one can help them out of the ditch. If one is traveling by themselves, no matter how superior they think they are, and they fall in a huge ditch, more than likely they stay in that ditch and can't get out. So I would think to myself that women should think of a higher level and say, do I want to be stranded alone somewhere, or do I want to have somebody with me? Am I going to hold off my chances of marriage and children and grandchildren because I can't find a guy that is more than what I think, or greater than me, or better than me, or higher earner than me, or someone that deserves me? Seems like it'd be illogical to think that way. But then they say human beings tend to think that way now. So If you think that way, you have not elevated yourself to a higher sense of learning, a higher sense of intelligence. The Bible says that even in marriages, the two become one. The two become one flesh. Man and woman leave their parents or father, and the two become one. So in essence, two people become one, joined together. One mind, one thought, one pattern, loving, cherishing, honoring one another, which is how God wanted it to be. From the beginning, he made them man and female. So if one is looking for a pure relationship in its essence, you can't look at it as hypergamy. You can't look at it finding someone because they make more money. Well, that person might think, well, because I make more money, I can do what I want to do. I don't have to be a faithful husband. I can have sex with all the women I want to have sex with because I'm a high earner and all these women are running at me because they want to get in my fancy car, want to be in my fancy penthouse, want to travel with me. Or a woman can say, well, I'm not going to pay for a guy. I'm not going to find a guy that can't afford to travel with me and show me a good time and this and that. I'm not going to afford to pay for this guy because I'll just travel alone, right? I'll travel with a bunch of other maybe girlfriends or woman friends who have the same status as me. You see that those women will travel somewhere and go to some destination, some exotic destination. And what do they do from time to time? They find some guy who's maybe working in a bar attendant or cleaning the rooms or cleaning the pool or walking around, and they tend to have a relationship with that guy. Quick little fling on vacation with a guy who is, if they were in their own geographical location, they would say, oh, he's not worth me, he's beneath me. That type of thing. So life is funny. And it seems like the person that wins in life is the person that gets the most love out of life, gets the most companionship out of life, gets someone that really loves them, someone really sticks beside them, and better or for worse, for sickness and health, someone that's really going to live up to that obligation, is going to be there for you. I think that's the ultimate, game winner in this life. Because if you're alone most of the time, and a woman was not meant to be alone, the Bible says that a woman was made to be a companion for man. So if you're alone and think that you're earning a lot and they put you in a male situation, then you've imbalanced all the way. Your life is not complete. There's a lot of women walk around with suits on and pants on, and they want to be a man and they want a female, and they call themselves lesbians, and they want to dress and look like a man and act like a man. And a lot of men want to dress and act like women, all different ethnic people, and it's just a chaotic situation. But to get back to this theory here, this Oofus Doofus theory, does it exist? I think a lot of things exist. So it's got to exist in some kind of plateau, because women are smart. If you say you give a scenario and you take a woman who is an engineer, say she's making $150,000 a year. But say in the pursuit of her becoming an engineer, she gained a bunch of weight. Maybe she's 100 pounds overweight. And so physically, she doesn't appear very attractive to a man, because men look at things with their eyes, right? But she's a quality woman, intelligent, educated, makes good money. So would a guy think, well, I don't want to be with her because she don't look a certain way? Or would a guy who's got attention by a woman like that and conversates and talks to and found they have things in common, he might decide to say, well, shoot, hey, I haven't had a very good statistical game with these women supposedly look beautiful, and now with this woman, she's treating me wonderfully, and we're going here, going there, and she's spending no money on me because I'm not able to buy certain things, and what I'm able to pay for, I pay for. That relationship might flourish and be better than that woman who's alone and don't have anybody. That woman who's alone thinks she's better than everybody. That woman alone who still thinks, regardless of her age, that a guy is still going to choose her. A guy who's making a lot of money and very successful is going to choose her over someone younger. It's a mental thing. And then we start talking about beauty and breakdown. Well, if you're going to put cosmetics into it, and you're going to put surgery into it, and you're going to put hair extensions into it, and makeup and every kind of thing to put on your face to make you, put on your clown face to make you look different than what you naturally are, what you were born as, then you're really not what you think you are anyway. You're actually something lower. And by looking in the mirror after you transform yourself, you tend to think you're greater than what you were. The Bible also says that don't be a man who looks in the mirror at oneself and then walk away and forget what manner of man you were. Same thing you say to a woman. Don't look in that mirror early in the morning, when you're finished taking your shower, and say to yourself, forget who you are. And you put on your makeup things, your one level, your second level, your third level, your fake eyelashes, your fake hair, your wig, or you put the girdle on, everything else. Said, oh, I look exceptional now. I mean, remember who you really are when you look in that mirror. And don't forget what manner of person you are, what manner of person you look physically. Mental abilities can take us to a lot of heights. They say the better sex is done between people who have stronger brains and think better. They derive more pleasure in sex. So I would say to myself that if this theory doesn't exist, then it should exist, because love should be between two people who love each other, not who makes the most money or who can provide the most, who can do the most. Because, again, like in marriage, better or worse, I guess if that person breaks a leg or has an accident and gets mentally impaired or something like that, you're just going to kick him to the curb. Whether male or female, you got cancer, kick you to the curb. You get hurt, a severe injury, kick you to the curb. You lost your job or you got been outdated and AI is taking your stuff, kick you to the curb. That's why it's for better or for worse, to death do we part. So that's my breakdown of the Oofy's Doofus theory. If it doesn't exist, it should come into existence, because it should be a meeting of the minds, an understanding of one person to another, reaching deeply within one's subconscious and one's conscious and one's mind, and truly finding a mate that's going to be with you through the end. Somebody that's going to stick with you through the end, that you can look and know they're going to be there with you. And not somebody when something gets tough, you look in your rearview mirror and they're running the opposite direction, or ready to abandon you at the slightest moment. Or somebody who's always looking for a bigger and better deal, always looking for something else more special than you, So that's my breakdown on that. So like, share, and again, as always say, stay black in America. And that's not to mean that stay white in America, stay Asian in America, stay Hispanic in America, stay Indian, stay Chinese, stay everything in America. It's just my YouTube channel, Stay Black in America. So like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.